Let's discuss.
Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I'll be checking out a new track from the band Consvmer. I have 2 videos on the channel from this band. When I first listened to them, that video's on the channel. So this is off of their debut album, Obsession, which is out now. I have listened to the 2 tracks I did videos for, but other than that, I haven't heard anything else off of it. So after I make this video, I'll definitely go check out the full album. I'm very excited. I will link all of their social media and all information for the album in the description of this video. Other than that, I'm going to stop to... Oh, and Out of Line Music. Out of Line Music is the label that they're on. A very awesome label. Sent this over to me, so thank you very much to Out of Line. Will be linked in the description as well. So other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we were going to get straight into it. Consvmer, Blanc. Let's discuss. For me, this is without a doubt my favorite track from this band. The last, like, I want to say 2 minutes or so of the song, the mixture, there is a little bit of vocals in there, but then it's really instrumental, a lot of the second part of that. I love that bit there. That's what really made the song for me and kind of made that decision really easy for me. I really enjoyed the places that this song went because it comes in with that aggression, vocally, instrumentally. You've got just a lot of variety here, and especially the way that it transitions to. I feel like there's a point in the song where it kind of transitions to prepare for where that turn is made, and it's where the song sort of opens up a bit, and I think that was really well done. It was like a very seamless transition to, I kind of like partially through that instrumental bit in the end. I was thinking back to the beginning of the song and I was like, wow, like we got to hear, because there's something that's like more of a two-step sounding beat in the beginning. You got and it was one specific part of the song as well. You've got the bounce in the strings, the vocals are really cutting. There was that bit of high vocals that I mentioned during the video as well that I really like to see. So vocally, and I think it was like the first verse or maybe even the first line or something like that, there was like an effect into a drop. I really like that. There's just a lot to take apart when listening to this band, it seems, because there was a clear shift in the drumming as well. It felt like the drumming really led like that shift, because you've got that bit with the blast beats, which I loved that, because it has that heaviness, that sort of chaotic feeling in the blast beats with the drums, but then beyond that in the instrumentals, it kind of expands on a sound that's in the background and in all of like the heaviness that's in that beginning part of the song. Just, you know, it's kind of just like a going at you in the beginning of that song. But and there are some tracks, I think it was like around the 2-minute mark where it opened up, and I've definitely heard some heavier tracks of this style where it does something like that and it will just be that short of the song, and I didn't check how long this was before I started, so I'm really glad that wasn't the case, not just like a sort of heavy in your face short and sweet bit. It expanded on that sound because I was hearing that as I was listening, and I really like that sound mixed with like that heaviness and kind of relentlessness that the beginning of the song has. But the fact that it expands on that, opens up, and then like kind of shifts from there really into that outro was just amazing for me. It didn't feel like it needed to build up to, because a lot of songs will build up to, you know, a traditional breakdown, like a call out, and I like, obviously, if you have seen some of my videos, I love that stuff as well. I like a range of stuff, but this is a really interesting sort of take for me because it doesn't need something like that. The riff in the ending is just like still brings like that heaviness that just like, I felt like all the heavy needs that sort of breakdown gives were still met in like in different ways as well, if that makes sense. The drumming really explodes at that part I was talking about, sort of at the part where it starts building up, and then it like explodes into the blast beats, and there's so much emotion in the instrumentals and in the vocals from that point forward. It's just really well expressed, and now I have a lot of interest in this. I mean, I was obviously interested in the album because there is so much music and stuff coming out. It's hard to make videos like this. I've had it on my schedule to make for some time. It's something I've really wanted to get to. There's just so much stuff coming out and not enough time in the day that obviously I have interest in this album for making a video for it. But even more so now, hearing this sort of sound and hoping to hear more of sort of that, because there was also, I don't think I mentioned in that beginning part of the song, there was that drop that was like really sort of, I don't know, because it didn't quite sound like an electronic sort of, it was just like a unique sound, kind of unexpected in that drop, but then also you're getting like in those riffs that I'm talking about with all that bounce and stuff, I feel like that scratches like a different sort of itch, for lack of a better term. But it definitely has a full feeling to this song. It feels like having the sort of heaviness along with the emotion that I'm talking about and stuff in the outro really ties to the beginning of the song, coming in with all that heat, that aggression, and then, you know, the more, you know, that background sort of ambient. I feel like I've been overusing that word lately, but I feel like it's the best way to describe that sound, that it really, you know, sort of expands on, adds that emotional sort of layer, if you will, and it kind of blends those two sounds in the ending excellently, in my opinion. So for me, I wouldn't change anything about this. This is excellent. I'm going to check out the full album for sure. If you enjoyed this, make sure you do as well. I will link the video that I reacted to, as well as all of Consvmer's social media, Out of Line Music social media, in the description of this video. Go give them some love, check them out if you enjoyed this. Other than that, you can also find my link tree in the description, which will have the invite for the Discord server that I talk about in every video, every live stream. It is full of a bunch of my favorite people. We have a lot of music-related conversation, a ton of conversation completely unrelated to music as well. We've got, you know, channels for pets, stuff like that, so, you know, all sorts of different stuff. So if you're interested in coming to check the community out, that will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link. On Instagram, I do keep it all music-related, a chart every Friday of what I've listened to the most over the course of the week. If I've been to a show recently, I will post about that if I have any pictures or videos or something to show from that. I post a lot of merch, sweatshirts, shirts, vinyl, flags, sweatpants, whatever I have ready to go. I have a never-ending merch collection, constantly getting more stuff. So I post a lot of that as well. So if you're interested in that, my handle on there is the same as my YouTube channel. It is Rachel Reacts. But as I said, I will have it in that link tree in the description if you have any interest in following me. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.